down and I see Bruce Lee sitting down. And I said, oh wow, you know, and because I'd never met him. I'd seen him, you know, doing his stuff. And anyway, we kind of nodded at each other. And then I fought and won the championship. And Bruce Lee goes like this here. So I go down there and get off, you know, and we start talking. And he says, don't you live in LA? I says, yes. He said, I do too. So why don't we start training together? I said, okay. So Bruce and I worked out for 2 years together. He taught me a lot of his Chinese techniques, and I showed him a lot of our techniques of kicks and all the stuff here. He believed in only kicking below the waist. And I said, well, that's good, Bruce. He said, you should be able to kick anywhere. You should be able to put that foot anywhere. And so, you know, so we trained together for 2 years, and he got, as you could tell, he got really good at it. and anyway, and then finally he gives me a call, and he says, I'm leaving for Hong Kong to do a movie. And I said, oh, that's great. Well, good luck. So I don't hear from Bruce for 2 years. And then out of the blue, he gives me a call. He says, I've done 2 movies in Hong Kong, and they're really successful. He says, I want to do a movie now with a fight scene that's never been done before, and I want you to be my opponent. I go, and I've never done anything like that. I said, oh, you know why? Because I'm the world champion? Is that And I said, well, who wins, Bruce? He said, kidding. He said, I'm going to win. I'm the champ. I'm the winner. I'm the star. I said, oh, okay. So anyway, Bruce and I, you know, did this big fight scene in Rome, and it was really, you know, because Bruce and I worked out for 2 years together, so we knew each other very, very well. I knew everything that he wants to do, and he knows everything that I like to do. And so when we did the fight scene, we pretty much just put it together right there. And anyway, we did the fight scene, and after it was over, you know, I went back home, and then in 1972, I get a call. Bruce is coming to LA to see his doctor. And he says, so he says, let's have lunch. So we do. We have lunch. And he says, I'm going to see the doctor, and because I've got some problems. I'm getting dizzy and passing out. So I want to find out what it is. So anyway, so he goes to the doctor and does the whole thing. Anyway, after he does, we get back together. And I said, how'd it go? And he says, well, the doctor says, you know, he's 32, he's the same age as me. We were both 32. And he says, the doctor says, I'm like an 18-year-old kid, you know. I said, oh, that's great. And I said, did he tell you why you're falling and doing all the falling and all that stuff? He says, he doesn't know. He says, you know, it could just be anything. So anyway, he leaves for Hong Kong. And a few months later, he passes away. And I was shocked. Anyway, when they went to Seattle, you know, just laid there, and we all went up. Me and a lot of our friends that Bruce's went up there for the graduation, when he died. And Linda, his wife, decided to move back to California. And he found a home about maybe a half block from my house, so I could spend time with Brandon, the boy. And I did. I spent a lot of time with him, you know, to tell him about his dad and you know, all this stuff here. And then of course he became a champion. Star himself. And then unfortunately he wound up passing away. But the thing is that Bruce was an incredible guy, and this is, you know, and this time I spent with him, going through this whole thing here, was something that I will never forget about. And so this is about Bruce Lee. So hope